Good morning, YouTube. Guess what? It's bee time.
Bee time.
I'm with Ralphie, and we're gonna do some bee. We're gonna mess around with these bees back here. We just wrapped up, and we'll show you what we did. And if you're into it, stick around and let's do this.
Do it. A lot smaller.
So this is the one I gave you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is bigger, huh?
Oh yeah. So that rocks. Sometimes
So this flips down.
well, this would actually go kind of like this. Roughly.
Okay.
And then you'd be able to put the frame and hang them here,
Okay.
or on the side of the hive. So we'll probably use that today.
So you can go mobile and pick up a whole
Yep. And actually,
swarm.
This one here, and I do this on purpose. This one's got honey in it. You can see the.
To attract them.
Well, so if you end up grabbing some,
Yeah.
it smells like what they want. It smells like them, and it just helps out just ever so slightly.
Nice.
And then some of the dark stuff is where they would actually, put their babies. And this is why I lost my hive on the roof. They had started to make queen cells. I did not get into the hive often enough, which is my fault. My back was hurting me. So they kept producing queens, which every time they produce a queen, then they would swarm, and they would take a certain percentage of the bees with them until the point where there wasn't enough bees to take care of the hive. So they all left.
So this is where the queens are?
Yeah, so the queen would be in here.
In here?
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
And then she would chew herself out of that little cap,
Yeah.
and then she would come out.
Cool.
So there's that one. There's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 at a minimum. Not quite sure about that one. That would have been a 4 potentially, but yeah, that's beekeeper. I'm just gonna say it neglect 101. Where here's another one that's got a lot of honey in it.
Gotcha.
So that side there.
It's a cool kit.
So
We're going to go and we're going to basically consolidate. We're going to break down some of the boxes and consolidate the bees into another one because
I'm 5 supers high, I think 4 or 5 supers high, and I need to get it down to just the hive, so 1 box. We're gonna have to smoke them, right? We're gonna have to. Let's see. Here's I don't know if you can see it. Is that a yellow jacket? Yeah, it's a yellow jacket taking a bee in. You see, you still got pollen. That one that's coming in. They got. Yep. So they're still bringing pollen in.
Are they interested in me at all?
Not really. Once we start smoking them and start messing with them, they'll be a little bit more interested in you. Trying so hard. So, but one thing I do. Where's my bungee? Let this go around me.
So they can't fly up underneath you?
Yeah. At all. And this is more of a. Those are big.
Those are nice.
So, but
But you don't bother with them?
Most beekeepers don't wear a hood. They don't wear a suit. Guys that are like me, there's some of them that don't wear anything, and there's some that wear absolutely everything. And I've had some. I didn't Velcro my little deal up real well. I got 4 or 5 of them that came up inside my hood, and watching a grown man trying to get bees out of his hood.
Now that would have been a video to have caught.
As being stung was absolutely no fun. So I'm gonna grab this other stuff over here real quick. I'm gonna take the top one off, take the lid off, take a look at them, see if we got any bees in the hive. If there's nothing, I'll brush them with the brush. I'm gonna bring them here, and then we'll just put them inside, and you'll just keep shutting the screen door as we bring them inside.
Okay.
and then we'll just do that until we get all the way down, until I can figure out what I've got.
Okay.
So
Not a lot of bees dead outside. That's good, right?
no, they've all either got blown off or when it rained. So, but they should be dying.
My friends love fire.
There's bees at the top, so
Is that good?
we'll just see how many we have in the hive. Like I said, I really did not do my due diligence of taking care of them like I should have. It hurt my back and everything. It was kind of a. It looks like they're built out all the way to the top. Sometimes just shake. It's going to get progressively
Intense.
worse as you get lower in the hive.
Coming up.
Yep. These guys seem to be doing.
All right. One box down.
Down into the hive.
They sure are. So the smoke doesn't hurt them, huh?
No, you just got to be careful of the ash, that the hot ash doesn't get them. So. Because obviously that will.
Oh, double chuck. They're working on a second layer on that one.
Yeah, which isn't good, right? This should all be. Well, no, they didn't like the frame underneath it.
Yeah. Oh, so there's a gap, huh?
Yeah, and that's because there's just something that they didn't like, and you can see it in there, where there's just something that they didn't like about it, and so. And then here, if you look in here, you can see the little beetles, hive beetles, right there.
Yeah, those are bad guys.
Those are bad guys.
They're in there eating the honey.
No, they produce like wax moths, or just little dealy boppers.
Are they eating your frames or are they eating the honey?
Well, you can see where the moths come in here.
I noticed that.
Yeah, they're like little divots. Yeah.
So they're trying to freeload in your. Is there anything that you can even do about that, or is that
there's
just?
hive beetle traps that you can put in here, and that helps a ton.
So how many jars of honey will you yield out of this?
I have no idea.
No.
I'm not good enough, because as we go down, it depends on how loaded the frames are, how well they've done. I've got as little as 3 or 4 gallons my first year, which I made a ton of mistakes as a new, beekeeper.
4 gallons.
Yeah, 3 or 4 gallons, and so my largest payload was like, I think 22 gallons.
Wow. Spread out, all across these 5-6 boxes now, and now they're concentrating as they go down, right? What happens? That'll keep them. They'll stay together.
Yeah, they'll stay together. They'll realize there's too many, and then they'll start dying off. Supposedly, like again, I'm not an expert, but they only last about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks.
Bees?
Yeah.
They only live 3 weeks?
Yep.
And then, but you'll leave enough frames in here to
Hopefully get them.
get them through the winter?
Yeah.
How many frames?
Well, I'll leave, see if, depending on what it looks like, you'll either leave this box for sure, obviously, and then maybe this box, or if this box is empty, I may put a half box in.
Okay. But you'll leave their frames in?
Yeah.
Or fresh frames?
No, I'll leave their frames in, so I'll try to leave them frames with honey in it, so they can, if they need to, they can utilize that for food. Because they're still bringing in, like you saw them, they're still bringing in nectar.
They are. They are.
They're still bringing in stuff, so even right now. Larvae.
Yeah, they're eating into your frame.
Yeah, and that's what they do.
The bees do that though, right?
No, it's
No?
the little parasites.
Those weirdo
either the hype
beetles?
beetle- Yeah.
Frames coming apart a little bit, huh?
It was just too overloaded. I'm gonna try to get this one, that one come up. And you'll see this one, I think I've got my first layer, kind of a little bit of brood on this one.
Wow, that was packed. Brood, huh? What's that?
Where the baby bees are. So like, and obviously this is much darker. Come on.
You reach down in there deeper now, huh?
Well, yeah, and I can wiggle it a little bit there. That's where it's
It's glued down to the next box.
yeah, they glued it. There it is. Nope, I'm getting it. Oh, there you go. It's a heavy guy.
Wow.
You might want to back up.
Woo! It's getting real now. You can really hear them.
Yeah.
Is that queen?
I don't know. See when she comes out.
Get in this one too. All right, well that was fun. I hope you enjoyed that. But look at this, we've got over 150 pounds of, I guess, yield, or well,
No, just frames. Frames full of honey.
Frames full of honey. Now the real work starts. He says we got to get the centrifuge out, and that'll be another video. I'm gonna put a link to Ralph's bee
Instagram page.
Instagram page. So if you're into it, follow Ralph and check out his bee business. Have a good one. Cool.